Jessie said there's two. What's it saying now? Apparently I'm live. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Do I wait a while? Do I wait a while? Okay, one is live. That's important. If one is live, then it's fine. I think I know what I did. The other one can upcome all at once. It's not gonna work. Oh, this is very, very fun. Cool. Tell me if I look okay. If I look okay. Let's let the stream. Oh, what I'm about to do is so awkward because there's like two and I meant to pick one and I don't know which one it is. Are both live now? Let me know which one. Is it still the one that's live? Date night. I'm crazy. That's funny. Okay. I think we should. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get started in at 10 past, and then we can get into it. We're gonna talk about design identity, and oh, let me know if this works as well. Let's see. You can see the switching. Oh, I need to take off the YouTube. Okay, cool. Sound. Cool. I'm haps. When it's a live, you don't have to actually like start straight away. You can just wait a little bit, get your thing rolling because we're like chilling and stuff like that. So let me just get my mojo together. I haven't drunk water, and it'd be very awkward if I drink water right now because I'm only ready in the top half. Praise God. And let me know if you can hear me clearly as well, because that's what matters. If you don't hear me, then there's no point to all of this, isn't there? So, I really did enjoy getting ready. So, who knows? Maybe someone should even take me on a date tonight to make this all worth it, lol. Okay. Jesse, do you mind sending the link into the community chat, please? Okay. Make sure we're in. Okay. 3 people is enough. I'm excited to get started. I don't want to wait anymore. So, hi everyone. I hope you guys are doing all okay. Yeah, this is. I need to actually remember. Look at this. On the first day at work, my earring is falling off. You know when you're trying to hide the nerves, yeah, but like the body isn't gonna hide it for you. That's literally me right now. But nevertheless, I'm very excited to be in front of you guys' screens because I'm just so excited to just yap away and design and just kind of get in the flow of it all. on a platform where you guys can see how my mind works live. Oh, so if you guys don't know me already, my name is Aurélie Rivkah Tshiama, and I am the founder of TRESDA Institute. So this is a digital school and a cultural institute that focuses on bringing out the identity in our designers and creatives via the medium of spatial design, or otherwise well known as interior design. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys, whoever's watching, if you guys are into interior design, if you guys are into any type of spatial design, or just being a creative in general. I like to show off with my students and say that some of them have gone into fashion, some of them have gone to other creative industries. So the basis of our learning in TRESDA, though it is via interior design, you kind of gain so much things that allow you to kind of express yourself in any domain you may find yourself in. So that's the exciting part about TRESDA. Now, I have all my notes here so I can make sure I don't ramble off too much. Da, 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 da. Okay, so just a bit about TRESDA before we get into the whole scope of today, which is designing the pink living room. My passion to teach and my passion to actually have come up with TRESDA actually was founded in 2020 when I did my first ever masterclass in teaching students how to visualize like I do today. I recognized that then it was a seed. It was definitely a seed that I knew that I didn't know would grow to this kind of passion that I have today, where like it's actually it's a bloody school now. It's a bloody school, and I've had the privilege to teach many, many students who have gone on to do very well for themselves. Students that I'm still in contact with now as well. Students that I see on like on social media doing their thing. I know some have gone into like their own practices. Some have won awards. Some are doing extremely well for themselves. And in being in contact with some of them, I can see how, well, they tell me how their experience with what I was able to teach them contributed to that, which is amazing. Yeah. So this is what kind of drives TRESDA today, where I am passionate not as much about interior design, the output, but the designer themselves. I do believe that everybody has a design identity as unique as your fingerprint. Like everyone has something unique to offer, and that is on the basis of no one's life experience is the same. And I believe what we put out there comes from what happens to us within. So my mission is that every designer, every creator that comes to TRESDA, they recognize and they gain confidence in themselves in regards to their art and their output. And when you do have that confidence, what naturally happens, your work becomes unique. People get a liking, take a liking to you because of how unique your work is. And professionally, that allows you to be at a niche to gain your own clientele, to make your own money, and to be as successful as you can be because you're so niche. If we're going to use like everyday examples, for example, if we know a very famous creative, we could call Virgil Abloh, rest in peace. Now, the moment you say Virgil Abloh, you know exactly what his work looks like, right? You know that he has like the off-white, you know he has a kind of labeling culture going on to his designs. That's because his work is unique to him, right? And his design identity is full on because he designs from himself. Now, if you was to research his story and how he came about to actually have this unique design, you'll see that every design he's done, collaboration, makes sense to the very person he is. And that's because he tapped into himself and allowed himself to express himself from that place. If I was to give an example, for example, of someone in interior design, since TRESDA is about interior design mainly, we can even use Kelly Wersler. Kelly Wersler, the moment I say Kelly Wersler, you guys know exactly what her interior design style is like. Why? Because she designs from herself. And when you design from yourself, you are less prone to basing your designs off trends, what's trending, what's popular these days. Though those things are useful, it shouldn't be what drives your designs because then you're just blending like anybody else and there's nothing useful to that. So my desire is that every student, I bang on about knowing your design identity, because that's how you are in the long term going to have your own clientele, create your own platform, and create your own following for the work that you produce. Praise God. Now, anyways, the next thing was this live. So this live and next week's live is dedicated to breast cancer. I feel like it's the perfect time to actually, it's the perfect moment to start this live, especially on the topic of breast cancer. All under the title of the Pink Living Room, which is what I'm going to be designing in a second. I'm going to show you guys the mood board and I'm going to get into it. Now, I find breast cancer personal to me. Now, it's a very personal thing to me because my grandma had died of breast cancer. So I just felt like it was just her. It just seemed so divine for me to start in October and to do a pink living room dedicated to all those who are still suffering with it. I just to kind of like think about, the aspect of being a woman and stuff like that. The femininity and celebrating that in a place where usually, well, kind of many people are feeling kind of scared, feeling a bit worried about their life. I feel like this would be a good moment to kind of think about those women and just appreciate the power of femininity via this pink living room. So shout out if anyone's here, know someone who is suffering with breast cancer, or who knows someone who's passed with breast cancer. I'm thinking about you. I'm giving you a hug. And if you are suffering with breast cancer, here is a big, big virtual hug. Okay, cool. Now, one other person, or no, about let's say three people, I won't exaggerate. So three people had asked me why I'm so focused on like living rooms. Yeah, why I just design living rooms. I don't do bedrooms. I don't do all the other rooms. Though I do that in private. Publicly, my thing is living rooms. Now, the living room is basically the only space that I believe in the residential space anyway, where you can experience the identity of the person that living room belongs to, and you can also see how that person considered other people in the design, because the living room is the most public space, right, in someone's private place. So when you're going to design it, you're going to make sure that it looks like you the most, but it's also catered to the guest you have. So for example, you're not going to choose a white sofa if you have loads of nieces and nephews, right? But even though you don't choose a white sofa, the design is still going to be about you, right? So when people come in, they're going to be like, you know what? This is so Aurélie, like this is so Aura, this is her living room. But I know she usually have a white sofa, but because she has loads of goddaughters and godsons, so on and so forth, she's obviously not opted for that, but it's still very her. So it's the synthesis between self and other, which is something I'm going to go into later. But let's get into the fun stuff first and foremost, because I can feel my throat getting a bit dry. Anyway, so I'm going to switch over to my screen. So you guys are going to see my screen right now. And you guys can see here the mood board that I put together for today's design. So how today's going to go, it's a two-part for this pink living room. So we're going to start off the design here, and then at the other live, we're going to close it up and you guys are going to see the render. Okay. So when it comes to me designing, it's even nerve-wracking, because I'm just like, how do I let I'm gonna try and not sound as crazy as I do usually. I don't know if you guys even want to hear the crazy part. I don't even know, but such a weird experience for me, because it's like now I'm actually having to think out loud. Usually it's quite silent because the conversation going in my head, or every time I get a thought, I write it down. So this is the stuff that you guys are gonna see live. Oh, so anyway, let's just get into it because I'm rambling. Now here, you guys can see the pink mood board that I put together. When I do my mood boards, I don't do too much because my mind already wanders. So though I see 8 images here, or in my head there's like hundreds and hundreds of images based on these 8 images. So I try not to do too much with my mood boards. I just do, like, I call them trigger pictures. So trigger pictures that kind of are reference points that I have in my mind every time I'm designing, kind of thing. Because if I have those trigger pictures in my head, it's from that place I know where to kind of develop from. If on my mood board I have 100 and things going on, whether it's cutting out here or cutting out there, my mind is gonna go into overload. I think about too many things as it is already. So that's why I said, well, in my mood boards, it's very like very simple. Even if you see, if you're a student as well, the ones that are in the courses, you'll see it's very gridlocked. Like it's gridlocked like this because like I can't do the collage ones because my mind is just too for that. So I need to have like trigger pictures, very simple, but it tells an overall story of how I want my my design to look. I want to know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys think about mood boards. Do you find them useful to you? If if you do mood boards, because some people don't actually. Some people don't. They see an image. I actually can do that as well. Sometimes I don't need a mood board. I just flow, kind of thing. But I believe for structure, for the live. If I don't do it on this live, believe me, I will want to be here for 2 hours. So I said, you know what? Let me not embarrass myself on the first live. And what do you call it? Let me put some structure in place. So this is good to keep grinding my mind down. So let me switch to the blank slate. So if you guys saw on my social media, you guys would have seen the empty space that I'm going to be designing, right? So I'm going to be designing. And this is it. So this is the living room that I've put together. It's totally blank. Totally blank. Feels so weird doing this in public, I swear down. And I kind of made it a simple kind of structure because the majority of people have simple rectangular living rooms. So I wanted to kind of do it in a way where you guys could relate and you guys could understand. So that there's an entryway, and then there is a window. Okay. I also added I lowered the ceiling a little bit because I wanted to add some flair and some dimension to the living room. And in lowering the ceiling and leaving the border to its original height, I kind of laced that square, that protruding square, with a light rim, right? So what happens then is when we render this, for example, if I put like a curtain over here, you're going to see the light kind of shine on it. It's going to look sick. It's gonna look sick. Now, in preparation for this year, I was in two minds. I was like, do I set the plan already so I know where things are going? Or do I just free flow it? Like I just and you know what? I just dare to be different. I said, let me just free flow it. Right? So I'm free flowing it. I don't know where I'm gonna place what. Obviously I'm gonna use my base logic as well, but there is nothing planned here. Um, yeah, I'm just trying to think of things. Yeah, there's nothing planned. The only thing that I did prepare, like you see, is the flooring and the walls and the ceiling and the window. Like I placed all these things here. Okay, so what are you guys thinking about the empty space as it is? What are you guys thinking? Have you guys got an idea of where you would put the living room? I mean, wow, the sofa. I already know where I'm putting the sofa. But I want to see if you guys have an idea of where you could possibly put it. I'm so like right now I'm in course mode. So like I'm not trying to be the teacher, I'm trying to be me. Because like I'm trying to say, yeah, like I wouldn't put the sofa here because obviously the light's coming behind it, but that's me speaking to my students. I'm trying to be me. I'm trying to be me. I'm trying to let you guys be on my mind. It's not about you guys, it's about me. Yeah, me. But anyway, so let's start off with placing the furniture. So what I do, I go into 2D mode because I need to have a bird's eye view, a flat bird's eye view of how everything is going to map out kind of thing. And I kind of just do this imaginary situation. I'm imagining where like the main sofa would be. My anchoring piece of furniture is either the sofa or the TV. If there's going to be a TV, I start with those two things and everything else gets positioned and placed after that. Okay. Whee. Okay, cool. So I'm going to start off with the sofa. And I'm going to go into 3D mode. I'm going to 3D mode actually like this. And on this program, I already have favorites. So this is the favorites that I use from time. I have a like a personal library because this library is full of items to choose from, like full, like thousands and thousands and thousands. So there's like one day where I said, you know what, I'm not gonna design. I'm gonna go through the whole library and just make out my favorites and make my own personal library because it's not every time I'm gonna be searching through. So that's what I find here in the favorite section. And I'm gonna go down to like sofas right here. And I'm gonna start off with a pink sofa because let's blatantly be pink. Do you know what I mean? I wanna just start off with something that's very blatant and obvious, and that will trigger my mind to go. I'm always gonna be going like back and forth with the mood board as well to kind of, recalibrate me if I get lost. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie, I had this sofa in mind. So this is the Marenco sofa, and it comes in a beautiful pink as well. So this will be a good starting point. I want to go all out, so I'm thinking to do also pink walls. Dare I say it? I think I want to do pink walls. Okay, so do I want to do pink walls? That's the thing. Yeah. Let's do pink walls. Let's do a whole pink room and let's see how brazy that looks. Okay. Gonna go to Colton. Actually, no, I'm gonna go to paint and then I'm gonna pick a pink color. Oh, this is a bit too salmony for me. I think I want to go for something a bit. Oh, let's see this color actually. Okay, this might look. It has potential. No, I like it already. I'm not gonna lie, I can see where this is going. If I'm thinking about what my mood board is telling me, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make pink the base color, and I'm gonna add pops of color, so like oranges, blues, greens. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do actually. I'm just trying to think. Yeah. I think we're gonna make it a really, really fun place. And I think that really speaks to the nature of women as well. And that's the thing about being feminine. I feel like I should have worn something pink to commemorate the occasion. But black is as feminine as pink, sorry, but hey. um I feel that's the beauty of being a woman, that you're able to kind of express yourself in all manners of ways, all manners of ways. And I love how we've been pink is obviously our color kind of thing, but I know that women, because of the our ability is just to be creative, we are able to embody any color kind of thing. And that's why I'm being brave and I'm actually going all out. I think I have stage fright at the moment, so there's a part of me that's like, you know what, like keep it simple, don't do too much that people don't understand. But no, you guys are gonna see me be my full self. I gotta go crazy because you have to start off strong. You have to start off strong. So anyway, yeah, pink walls, and I'm thinking to do also what's different to how I teach my students. When it comes to me designing, I go in any particular order. So where you'd probably expect me to do like a rug right now, I am going straight in. I'm thinking about wall art. I'm thinking of wall art. I'm thinking to add two big pieces actually. You know what? Two big pieces of art on either side of the sofa. Let's see how that's gonna look. So I have some pieces of wall art like frames. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna change the print inside it, don't worry. That print is crazy. And I hope YouTube don't say that. It's not telling on my character, please I beg. But it's feminine actually, to be honest with you. Very feminine or very feminist, I would say actually. But that's not the artwork that I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna put on something that I in my personal library. So this is where I can like upload my own prints. I'm gonna find something quite fun and janky, probably like this. Yeah, yeah. Oh, let's see this one. Oh, yeah. I think no. Yeah. We're on a roll already. This stage fright can kiss its ass. I think this is gonna be it's gonna be a roll for real. We're gonna roll for real. We're definitely gonna roll. I'm actually excited. So I like that, and I can see exactly where this is going. I'm thinking to bring in some metallics. I feel like if I bring in wood, it would have to be minimal because I love wood, by the way. But I want to really make this a bit. We're scratching the maximalism side. We're scratching it. I don't think I'm a maximalist by nature, but I do feel like I'm in the maximalist mood, if that makes sense. So like, with the whole furry jumper and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to lean more towards the base accent or the main accent being a chrome. Yeah, let's do like a chrome. 'Cause I can see something chrome going on there. But let's see. Let me put the other piece of art first. So I'm gonna duplicate this. Yeah, I'm gonna just duplicate that and then what am I doing? Sorry. Delete. And then okay. And I'm gonna look for like a complementing piece of artwork. So it's not going to be twins because I'm not an arrow. I'm a Sora, by the way. So I don't know what you guys is TRA. My TRA is a Sora. So I feel like it does still fit in line with what I'm doing because I like to exemplify personality and individualism. So the person I have in mind for this living room, by the way, is the woman. So it's vague because that's its intention. The woman, there's no size to her. There's no standard to her. A woman can be as beautiful as they can be anything they want, right? So I think that is what I want this living room to really, really exude. Um, I do want this one, but this one has a pass partout on the thingy, so it's gonna come up a bit with the white border, and I don't want that. Let's see this woman with the apple. Do you think that simplifies it down? That simplifies it down crazy though. I think that really brings it down crazy. I want to do this one. Let's see. Okay. I like that. I like that. I do feel like let me just double check that the sofa is right spat bang in the middle. It isn't. I knew it. 12581548 1408. Oh, sorry. That's my road. You guys are seeing me again. My bad. Give me a second. So it should be 1400. Okay, 1403. 1403. Okay, cool. The sofa is smack bang in the middle. I'm just want to see in scale with the sofa, are the sizes of the art prints okay? Should I make them smaller or should I keep them big? I think I might make them a tad, yeah. That was a good decision. It needs to be in scale. I don't want it to be too overpowering. So that was 934. Let's make that 934 as well. 34. Okay. And then just checking the distance to the wall. That's 345. And making sure this is 345 as well. So I'm very detailed in regards to the spacing, the numbers. It's got to click in my brain basically. So we put two pieces of art. I like it so far. It could even be that by the time we finish this living room, the pink living room, this won't even be on it. That's how fun and how much of a what do you call it? A fun fair ride, a roller coaster ride. Designing with me is. So now I want to do a rug because I now want to kind of ground what's going on the floor in reference to what's going on the walls. Okay, so I'm gonna find a rug. That's way too big, but we can change the size. But I want to do something that's already kind of okay. Actually, let's bring some texture in. I'll do this one. Put it on 2D, actually 3D. I'm gonna rotate this. It's a bit small, so I'm gonna just make it a little bit bigger so it can fit snug underneath the sofa like so. This could be a good, I could keep it plain like this so all the drama can go in the furniture and the accessories, but I'm in the mood for some drama. I'm actually in the mood for that. Let me see these prints. I like that. I'm not gonna lie, I can see where this is going. I can see where it's going actually. I can see where it's going. Let me see this one. Maybe not actually. Hold on. Nah. I do like this geometric one though. Okay. Oh, fair enough. It doesn't even want to change. Let's go back. Let's undo. Okay, can I do that again? You know what? I had high hopes for this. I really wanted this one to work out. I'm not gonna lie. I did. But it's so close to looking like a disco. I don't want it to look like someone, you know, when, well, would, I don't know. I don't know. But I would assume if someone took LSD, this is what it will start giving. And I don't want that. I don't want that. Women are very fruity, we're very extravagant, but not to the point where we're not meant to be headaches. And that's not what we are. We're definitely not headaches. So I'm going to put that to the side. Although I feel like I did love that rug, but I don't think it will work in an environment that we're doing like, uh, what do you call it? We're doing a lot of maximalism already. And plus, my kind of style is, I should speak about more about how I view design and how I like to do interior design. Um, I when people actually let me say this. I'm starting to be told a lot more now than often, a lot more than usual, that my style is becoming recognizable. That people are able to look at a piece of work and recognize that it's me. I promise you, hand on my heart, I do not know what people are looking at to recognize that this is my work. Like it doesn't for me, it looks like different bodies of work because different versions of me have designed them. But what fascinates me is that people speak of the consistency throughout my designs. So when I'm trying to be like, what's my style? I don't know how to kind of like structure that because it's like it's what I feel looks good. It's generally what I feel looks good. So yeah, and you'll see me, I'm just flowing. Sometimes you might see a lamp that I put down and you absolutely love, and I'm like, I could love it in the first 2 seconds, and then 3 seconds after, I'm like, nah. And if I tell you why, I can't finish the sentence as to why. It's how I feel. It's how my mind is computing and I'm bringing it out on my fingers. So let's just see how it goes. But I prefer this one. If I was to articulate and try to articulate as much as possible, I prefer this rug because it is busy. It's proper busy, but it's understated. The colors are washed out and there's no harsh contrast through the color flows, if that makes sense. So things are working in patterns and the same family of that one color. Like you see like the blues are where the blue should be, if that makes sense. It's not rigid, it's not in your face. There's no not like how do I say this? The colors aren't shouting for your attention. That's why I like this one. Whereas if you was to do it to this one now, every color you don't even know what color to look at. Your mind is going up and down, up and down. You don't know whether to look at the bluey green, the purple, everything is screaming at you. And it's distracting to every other thing that we'll put into the room later on. So we're gonna go back to this and keep it like that. Now, I can also change the color of the fringe. I think I want to do it. I want to do it to a purple or green. Let's see, a purple or green. I'm going to see if I can imagine a purple or a green. Let me look for a purple or a green. Do you think a green or a purple look better? I want to put green because I want to put some plants in there. But does that matter for me to reference that? I don't know. I don't know whether that matters. Or should I do a purple? Let's see what a purple's saying. A deep purple. Let me see this. Do I do all of it? I mean, I'm not convinced. I'm not gonna lie. I think I might keep it in the natural linen color. To be honest with you, I think I might keep it in the natural linen color. I think I may do just that. Oops, no. That. Probably like a brown. I want to do like more of a brown. Yeah. All right, let's leave it like that. Okay. Cool. Now, I want to go into curtains next. So let me go to curtains. Curtains and blinds. We could do like a wood blind, but it's dead. Sorry, am I even meant to be using the word dead here? I don't know. I haven't been on YouTube in long, let alone live, so I don't know if there's anything is triggering or content, I don't know, violation policies and stuff like that. But it's not really, I mean, blinds would look good if you want to go for like the boho kind of vibe and add some texture to it, but I don't want to do that. I want to really bring some flair and some, pizzazz and some, Moulin Rouge vibes kind of vibe. So I'm thinking to do these curtains, and I want to do like a pop color. So I'm thinking of blue. Let's see if a blue's gonna embarrass me today. Do I want to do a blue, or do I want to keep it tonal? Do I want to keep it tonal or blue? Let me see real quick. Also, the reason why, and this is why I encourage everyone to get into visualization. Let me tell you, because I'm biased, and it's obvious as to why I'm biased. I feel like with the rise of technology as well, I feel like technology and visualization allows us to express ourselves and get things right earlier than usual. I feel like back in the analog time where it wasn't as digital, where the interior design industry wasn't as digital, there would be so many, you'd have to go through so many drafts and revisions. And it will be costly because you're actually using material, right? And I think the beauty of visualization, I realized that with most of the clients I've had, we never had to go over 3 revisions because, well, no, I've never had to go through over 3 revisions with them. But on my side, I've probably gone through 20 different designs, right? So I'm thinking if we didn't have that facility, we'd have to actually manually go through those 20 designs, and God knows how much that would possibly cost. Do you get what I'm saying? So my thing is, I always encourage my students, practice, keep on visualizing. Every time you have an idea, visualize. If you feel a type of way, express that emotion through visualizing, because the more you become tactical with it, you are able to then The more in tune you become with your visualization, or actually no, the more in tune you become with your expression in visualization, you're able to pick up on your clients easily. You know what they want and you can envision it straight away because you're used to using that muscle that sees an idea and expresses it on visualization. I'm not against the manual way, believe me. Drawing, floor plans, what do you call it? Material boards, very, very important in regards to the tactility of materials because we have to feel. That's the benefit of both worlds. Digital, I feel like it simplifies the process and quickens it. But I believe the analog, I call it the manual, the analog process, it allows you to experience. This adds to the experience, that whole knowing whether to use linen, knowing whether to use silk, that adds to the experience of the interior that you are designing for your client. Okay, I digress. Now, the blue's crazy. So what I'm gonna do is what I do, I kind of do renders as I'm going to see what it would look like as a render. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into the rendering program and then I'm going to just quickly oh my gosh, I'm letting you guys into my little world. This feels so like private. You have no idea. This feels private. Like, this feels like wow, I've let the whole world come and see whoop bam bam what I do behind closed doors. Anyway, let's render that and see how that will look. And then we can see whether we are on the right track or not. Okay, and let me just you can get back into my face. Yeah. I know you was missing that to be fair. Now, what I wanted to basically say was, as that renders, the structure of each live is going to be max an hour long. So I have about 15 minutes anyway. And the majority of the time has been me introducing the live and stuff like that. So the next session will be fully onto the pink living room until we finish, basically. I don't believe in videos or any content going over 1 hour, especially I get bored, and if I get bored, I imagine my audience will get bored as well. So we have 15 minutes left. We're gonna see what that render looks like. We're gonna break that down a little bit, and then I'm going to introduce. I want to talk to you about what will happen in the next live session. Okay. Let me just see and just double check everything's working okay because this streaming device, praise God, hallelujah. Hold on. Okay. Let me just see something real quick. It should be the render will finish very soon. Let's see. Give it about 1 minute. We'll give it about 1 minute and then we'll get back onto it. Okay, sweet. Let's get back into it now. Let's see how that rendered. Let's see it full screen actually for everyone to enjoy. Tell me that I don't look good. Let's put that in full screen, as in full screen. Let's just play that. This isn't the full screen I was talking about. Oh, hold on. Okay, cool. Can this go away as well? No? Okay. But anyway. Oh, wait. Sorry, you guys can't see in it. Oh, sorry. Look at that. That looks really good. That looks good. I think we're making progress, actually. Yeah. I think this is an excellent start. I think the blue does work, but I want to do something that breaks it. Like I'm trying to see if there's anything that breaks the pink blue, if that makes sense. I don't know if I want to add like a blind behind the curtain. I think that will add a bit more personality. I like the idea of the blind behind the curtain because that whole stark pink blue, I just need a transition of some sort to kind of go through it. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm trying to zoom, see what I like. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm not mad at it at all. I really want the blue curtains. I feel like the way it's speaking to the blue details in the rug, I like that. I also like how the artwork is also referencing to the kind of old school what's the time? I forgot what time in history it was, but kind of like the Persian uh um the older Persian times. I think the tiger and all of that, it speaks to it some way, somehow. I like that language. There's a conversation going on there, and I'm hearing it loud and clear. Um, I think I think that's cool. I think that's cool. I think what I want to really sort out for this part of the live, is a blind, and that's gonna be a challenge for me. So you guys are gonna see me work through that challenge. Hold on. Let me bring this forward as much as possible. And then we're gonna see if we can do like a blind. Um, blind. Okay, the blinds that I've saved are white, the crepetia. Oh, actually, no, stop it. This, I have an idea for this. Bear with me. I think I know what this is gonna. Let's see if I execute this properly. Actually, if my idea makes sense. Hold on, let me just bring this back. Hold on. Um, right. I'm gonna make sure this goes like that. Hopefully, sticking out. But essentially, what the goal was to do this. I know what I'm gonna do. The thing is, we don't have time. It's really tight. Oh, hold on. So what I'm trying to do, I'm gonna just try and push the blue curtain as close as possible to the edge to make room for the blind. But it doesn't make sense though. Does that make sense to me? I'm not even sure. Hold on. Hold on. Bring that forward. And I think that should be fine. Coming back and looking down. Perfect. So what I was thinking of doing is if we just change the color of this blind to like a linen brown. Let me even show you guys what I'm talking about. And I want to change this color to like a brown like this. Are you guys getting it? Was it just me? I get it. That's what matters. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Let me duplicate that as well. Oh no, not that way. Hold on. I'm just testing it out. Disclaimer, please. Let me just see if my theory works. Ari. Let me see. It's the bind is coming through the curtain. We're gonna ignore that for now. I don't know anymore. Hold on. Maybe it needs to. It doesn't have to be see through. It needs to be. But then that wouldn't make sense because the what do you call it? The curtains are what's the word when wow my brain. The curtains are what's the see through curtains called again, please, people? The see through curtains. What are the see through curtains called? I forgot what they're called. But we're gonna call them the see-through curtains at the moment. So the see-through curtains, the blue curtains are see-through. What's the wow? And the blinds are see-through, so it wouldn't make sense to do what I'm doing. But you know what? Let's render this mistake that we know that is a mistake together. Let's render it together and just see how much of a mistake that was. And we probably could end it there, to be fair, and reconvene in 2 Wednesdays, which I'm going to explain in a second. Let's see how long that's going to take. Okay, cool. As we are near enough concluding, what I wanted to basically, like I was saying, explain how lives are going to go. So every other Wednesday, so this is our first Wednesday, and in 2 Wednesdays, I'll be back and we'll finish off this pink living room. I was thinking in the beginning to try and do a whole render in 1 hour. No, I don't even do that on a normal day, so that'll be virtually impossible. Um, I am going to pause and I'm going to fight myself not to touch it until 2 weeks later and stuff. But I'm guessing we'll be fine. Like, I'm excited to finish it off. It is a living room. It's very simple in nature. But because I have a mood board as well, remember the mood board helps so much. I'm flowing more kind of thing. Usually, if this was from scratch and I had no trigger pictures, but I had no like mood board, would still be at the very top of the project. Like, I would have gone around in circles to get to even touching a sofa. So because the mood was there, it brings my mind into focus and gets the blood pumping much more faster. I wanted to also briefly speak about what TRESDA's YouTube channel is all about. So this is as casual as it's gonna get. It's only ever gonna be on the lives. All the other content that we put in that will be specifically curated for educational purposes. But the lives are always gonna be one-to-ones with me, the founder, where you guys just get to know me and my viewpoints in regards to design identity and how I desire, as the founder of the school, to transmit that through everyone who just wants to kind of know themselves as a designer. Um, I also wanted to say that this platform won't only be for me. So we will have guests. We'll have like guest lives. We'll also be sharing this platform with our students, past and current. Our curriculum is getting more and more rigid now. So we're having schools that we're having markings put in place, and part of graduating the school would be to present in one way or another. So one of those avenues would be to actually come on live and speak with me about the project that they're working on. So it's a pretty cool, it's a pretty cool school, if I must say so myself. We're still in baby stages, but I've loved the journey. I'm loving the journey, um, and I love how intentional it's been. And I do believe we're being guided. And every point, like even today, I had a quick video meeting with one of the students who is taking on 002 and 003 under the grant, and it just kind of reminded me of why the hell I do this. Like, I genuinely love seeing people gain confidence in themselves, and the fact that they put like even 1% of trust in what I have to say and what I have to offer, it just bears the responsibility on me, where it's like, it's my life's mission now that you gotta get through it. You gotta do this now. Like, now, once I've adopted kind of a student to make sure that they succeed, it becomes personal, because it reminds me of my journey so far, kind of thing. I always imagine if I had someone just to be on my back the way that I get to be on the backs of my students, I would be further than where I am now. Although I don't feel like I'm behind in any way, but I can only imagine uh how much hurdles be easier to be crossed over with people kind of launching you on kind of vibe. So when I had the conversation with her, I was just like, wow, like, I'm just so thankful for this God given privilege that I get to, I get to be your cheerleader kind of vibe. So I'm excited for that. I know that she's gonna do well actually. Um, she's one of our girls, and but yeah, we'll get into that, the whole capstone. There's so many things I want to say about TRESDA, but with time, praise God, we have 4 minutes. Let's get back into the thing, because it's friended now. Let's see the mistake that we made. Okay. Okay, it's loading. Okay. To be fair, it don't look that bad. It don't look that bad. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't look that bad, but it's not convincing at all. I'm not convinced about it. I feel like the blinds, I've got to choose one. If I'm gonna have these blinds, the curtains have to be solid. They cannot be see-through. What is this word that I'm looking for? My God. Opaque. No, not opaque. If I'm gonna have those blinds, the curtains need to be opaque. It can't be two see-through things together. That's what I'm trying to say purely simply. But I don't know the day someone gets me the see-through. What's the see-through? Anyway, I'm gonna crack that later on. So I think for the next session, I'm gonna have to decide whether I want to keep the blinds. I do like the whole double aspect going on in regards to the blinds and the curtains. I think we should keep that in there, but it's just about what blinds and what curtains that we're keeping in. The next thing I'm gonna add is I think I'm gonna should we do it now? Do you think I'm gonna do it in 3 minutes? Yeah. Let me see if I can do it in 3 minutes. I'm thinking to add a chrome, what do you call it? And then we'll leave it there like as a cliffhanger. This corner here is tickling me. I can just see one nice side table. I can see a floor lamp. Let me see if I can get a floor lamp done. Oh no, I don't think I can get it done in time. I was capping galore. Okay, I was joking. Let's not be too hasty. This is a work of art, people of God. This is a work of art. Let's not be too hasty. What? Wow, royal curtains, wild curtains, yes. But there's another word for it though. It's wild curtains for sure, but there's another word for it. It's gonna itch me. It's gonna itch me so bad. But yeah, I think we're gonna pause here. Let me save this so I don't lose it. And let me come and say bye to you guys. So yeah, that was basically the end of it's now the end of our 1 hour session. We'll keep it at 1 hour. I was thinking 40 minutes, but let's not be. Yeah. 1 hour is great, and I'm being strict about it because I don't want to eat into the rest of you guys' evenings. I think we did quite well. If you guys have if anyone on here knows me, like has my number, please let me know how this went as well, because I really would enjoy feedback, because it's just where we get to be relaxed with each other, right? And I want to make sure these live sessions serve you as much as it is serving me, because I'm enjoying this. So we'll see each other in 2 weeks, which is exactly 8 plus 14, 22. So the 22nd of October, we'll be back here 7 p.m. and then we'll finish off this segment, and then we'll post the render on Instagram. And yeah, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, put your bell notifications on, and we'll see each other soon. Okay, though. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Goodbye.